Okay, I guess since we're all here already, I guess we can just start. Like I said again, thank you guys again for taking the time out to talk to me. I know you've probably done a bunch of interviews already, but like I said, it's nice to just connect and talk with people. And like I said, what you guys are doing is cool. I love Gameboys. She stands, so I just wanted to reach out and talk to you guys. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
It's an honor. It's an honor to.
Pleasure's mine. So I guess just to break the ice, because I'm awkward as hell, I was wondering if y'all could briefly introduce yourselves, viewers there who are like new to Gameboys and to you all. So tell us your name, what your role on the show is, what's your number one favorite movie of all time, and if you had to pick one song to describe your life right now, what would it be and why? So I guess we can start with Ivan. Is it Ivan or Ivan?
Ivan, yes,
Ivan,
it's
okay.
Ivan.
I guess we can start with you. Okay, go.
Oh, okay. Hi, I am Ivan Andrew Payawal. I'm the director of Gameboys. My favorite movie of all time, that's so difficult. But one movie pops in my mind right now, and it's Mean Girls. Like I love and I'm still obsessed with that movie. And then my song of my life right now. Okay. Right now I'm obsessed with K-pop, so I probably pick Blackpink's How You Like That.
Yes, I love that. Ash, do you want to go?
Okay. I'm Ash Malanum. I'm the writer of Gameboys. Well, my favorite movie of all time is Titanic. um, what song best describes my life right now? I don't know. I'm thinking of a Beyonce song.
Beyonce.
Yeah, maybe. Hmm, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
No worries. The Beyonce song that describes my life right now is "Broken Hearted Girl."
Wow.
Oh.
I love that song. Okay, maybe from the latest album, My Power. Yeah, I love the dance in that music from the movie Black is King.
Mm-hmm. Brown skin girl too. That's me.
Oh.
Adrianna, do you want to go?
Okay, I'll go. I'm Adrianna. I play the role of Krell in Gameboys the series. Favorite movie of all time. I can't pick one, but I would say one of the top is Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Song. Same with Ash. I don't know, I don't know what song. But I would say I'm currently listening to "In My Head" by Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
I love that. I wish I can hit those notes.
Same.
Elijah, you're up.
Hi, I'm Elijah Canlas. I'm an actor, and I play Cairo in the show Gameboys. I have a different answer to the favorite movie question every single time I'm asked about it. But right now, maybe I'd say Chunking Express because I just saw it recently and I really love that film. And the song that would describe my life right now, maybe Life's a Bitch by Nas.
She sure is. And last but not least, Kokoy. Do you want to go?
Hi everyone, I'm Kokoy de Santos and I'm playing the role of Kairos Angel. I'm playing the role of Gabriel, and favorite movie of all time, Godfather. The Godfather. And favorite song, I guess, Make It With You by Red. Because I'm an old soul.
Oh. So cute. So I guess we can just get right into it. My first question is for Ash and Ivan. Can you both take me behind the genesis of this series and how it came to be and how y'all got involved with each other? And the timeliness and the relevance is so like incredible, especially with all that's going on in the world right now. So did you guys come up with this idea like before the lockdown, before the world was shut down, or how did that come about?
Uh, Ash, you me.
Yeah, go ahead,
Whoever wants to
direct.
start.
No. I think it was around the first month of our lockdown that the idea came about. Actually, before our bosses called us, we were actually Ash and I were actually talking about which series to binge watch,
Mhm.
and then he suggested this BL series from Thailand. It's called Together. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Oh, I love Together. Like I love Bright,
Oh,
my boyfriend.
okay, so Ash suggested that series to me, and I was obsessed with it afterwards. And then we were
Same.
talking like, what if we do something like this, right? I mean, we were just laughing at the idea.
Mhm.
And then much later, our bosses, Junlana and Percy Intalan, our bosses, called us up, and then they suggested, why don't we do a BL series? But the difference would be like the way Filipinos tell stories, because at that time I think there weren't any series that are classified in the genre. So that was the germ, that was the idea. And then at first I was so excited because I thought that we were going to shoot it or maybe probably make the series after the lockdown. But our bosses were like, no, you're going to do it during the lockdown. And we
Mhm.
were like, how are we supposed to do that? But you know, because of technology and we were able to actually complete or just mold the story, and then boom, it became Game Boy. So yeah, that's how the idea started from our bosses, and then eventually Ash and I brainstormed about the storyline. And then after a few days, we were able to pitch it to our bosses, and then just immediately it was approved. And then days after, Ash already has his wrote already the pilot episode. So it was that
Wow.
it was kind of fast because I guess we weren't doing anything at all, and we just really wanted to work at a time where people are losing jobs. So we were actually so excited that, oh, at least we're working.
Mhm.
So
Wow. Your mind. And as a quick follow-up question for Ash, what I like about the series is that I know Cairo had some drama in the beginning when he ran away from home because he wasn't sure how his family would react. But like for the most part, Gav and Cairo, they don't like agonize over the sexuality. They don't have like these identity crises. They're not sad gays. And often there's so many series out there where the whole like queer series out there where like the whole point is like, oh, I'm gay and I don't know what to do with myself. But I love that Gav and Cairo get to be like happy and in love, and I think TV needs more of that. So can you talk about like writing that, how intentional that was, and like what was it like to bring this fun, light, loving series to the world?
Well, ever since I really wanted to write a gay rom-com, that's how I classified BL before I know the genre BL. I mean, who wants? I always see sad movies about LGBT, and you know, I don't know why they keep making sad movies about the gays. They all it all end up tragic. And then there's this BL genre, which is very fantastic. Everything is happy. Everyone is so accepting. So I think we can actually marry that idea,
Mhm.
and with Gameboys, this is actually what I want to see in media, in a series that I want to watch. So I just incorporated all the ideas that I want to watch in a movie or in the series in Gay Boys.
I love that, and I think, like I said, TV needs more happy queer stuff. We don't want to keep dying. So next question is for Elijah and Kokoy. So not so much more in recent years, but like especially like a couple of decades ago, a lot of actors were hesitant to take on queer roles in queer themed movies. But I know you, especially Coco, you've done like a bunch of queer stuff, and you have another BL series coming up soon. So for both of you, did you have any like nervousness or reservations about signing on to Gameboys? And yeah, what was it like just signing on to the project? And were you nervous? Whoever wants to start.
To be honest, there were no hesitations at all because aside from the fact that we have complete trust for the idea first company and the whole team, like Direct Ivan and Ash, um, uh, I personally, I'm an actor who loves to take on challenges and loves to take on, roles that are of substance, and roles like this are like a privilege to portray, and no hesitations at all. As soon as I read the script, and knowing that I was gonna get to work with our director and Kokoy, who's also like a friend from the past, also. I was more excited to do the project actually.
What about you, Kokoy?
Yeah, like Elijah said, I think there's no hesitation, and like it's more of excitement because for us an actor, it is part of our job to give justice in our characters. So I think it is more of uh, excitement.
Mhm. And like I
Yeah,
mentioned,
sorry. And
no.
the BL genre was like there was this craze around it, especially at the start of the quarantine. And I personally thought it was like amazing that people are receiving this so well. And I I thought it was about damn time that the Philippines had the BL series of their own because it's the kind of stories that we need right now.
Mhm.
Normalizing this kind of love because what's the difference of love between two boys and love hetero love or whatever.
Mhm. Aw.
Yeah,
and
there's no gender.
for Coco, a quick follow-up question. Like I mentioned before, you've done other queer stuff, and you have another BL series coming up soon. What is it about like these queer roles that you keep coming back to? Because like there's actors here in America who are like famous for their queer roles, like Jake Gyllenhaal, Armie Hammer, Timothy Chalamet, but they only do like one gay thing, and then they never do it again. But you keep coming back to it, and I feel like
Yeah,
you're good at it. So like, what is it about queer roles that you're drawn
I
to?
think that because here in the Philippines we always said that are you scared of being typecasted on this kind of roles? But I guess there's nothing wrong about it because uh, people see you as a you play the role right and you give
Mhm.
justice to it. Yeah, so I think there's nothing wrong about it.
Mhm. Okay. And for the actors, how familiar were you guys with the boys love genre before you signed on to be part of Game Boys? And what kind of movies, shows, books, what other kind of media did you consume before in preparation for these roles? And we'll start with Adriana because all y'all have talked already. So
Thanks. Well, to be honest, I am a newbie in the BL world, and yeah, I did a lot of research, and Direct Ivan Andrew Payawal sent me a lot of study materials for me to prepare for the role and just for the whole show. And I think the difference between our BL and other BLs, the storyline is so amazing that it gives you. I am learning a lot of things as I go along with the process of filming it, and that's what is unique about this BL, and the storyline is so nice. And I think even though I know that I am open-minded and socially aware about everything, I think I still have we're unconscious about the old biases that we witnessed when we were young. So this BL teaches us everything that we need to learn, relearn and re-educate in order for us to be open-minded.
Okay, Queen. Whoever's next. Elijah, you want?
Yeah, like I said a while ago, there was this whole craze around it, especially at the start of the pandemic, because of Together in the Philippines at least.
Mhm.
But it's the BL genre has apparently been alive for like decades now. And I remember in high school, like some of my friends, like my female friends, are like addicted to this manga,
Yeah.
like Yaoi. Yaoi. They were so addicted to it, and they would prank me sometimes that there were like copies of magazines in my desk, but I didn't know that it was connected to the BL genre at the time. But like Adrianna, I'm still a newbie to the BL genre. I've seen Together. I've seen like an episode of what's that? My Engineer, I think, and I've seen the Filipino BLs, but that's the most exciting thing about this genre because it's still as as much as it's an old genre, I think there's a lot more to add to it. There's a lot more to improve on it, and that's what's exciting about making a genre like this.
And I think the world is ready for this kind of genre, BL. And I've seen some episodes of Together and Call Me By Your Name. I love Chalamet, how he played the role. You can see the innocence in his eyes, Yeah, so.
Yes, sweethearts. And everyone stands together. That's cute. Okay, funner, lighter-hearted question. So when I watch Gameboys and I'm scrolling through the comments, I see this word Kilig pop up all the time. And I know it means like giddy or something technically, but like if you were to explain to someone who doesn't speak Tagalog what Kilig is, well, how would you describe it? And then what's your favorite Kilig moment from Gameboys so far? Who wants to start? Ivan.
For,
Oh no. Okay. How do I explain kilig to someone who doesn't understand the Tagalog? Okay. Probably it's like kilig is like an electricity or like that you feel in your body, and it's the good kind of electricity, if it makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it. It's like when someone tickles you and then you just feel like sulking in. So I feel like that's kilig. And then I'm sorry, what's the next question?
What's your favorite Kilig moment from Gameboys?
Ooh.
And
So
maybe
hard.
not.
There's a lot
Maybe
of
not.
Kilig moments.
Yeah.
I know. Probably episode 4 where they tried to I Gab wanted to kiss Cairo and the split screen in their frames, and then Cairo covers his mouth as if they really kissed. I mean, I really like that. Even when I was shooting, I felt kind of giddy, and I'm like was smiling all throughout.
So cute. Adrianna, what's your favorite Kilig moment so far?
Of Gameboys?
Uh-huh.
Well, I would say the same. The virtual kiss was like the most Kilig moment for me.
Uh-huh.
I would define Kilig as like butterflies in your stomach when you're like excited and you feel like you're about to do something great, something like that.
When your crush comes up to you and you're like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Hitting on the spot.
uh-huh. Ash, what's your favorite Kilig moment?
My favorite Kilig moment from Gameboys was on episode 2 when Gabriel was doing the push-ups and Cairo was counting and he mispronounced 6. He said sex. That was both funny and Kilig for me.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah.
And Coco and Elijah, y'all have a favorite Kilig moment?
For me, whenever I talk to Cairo, that is Kilig for me. Yeah.
But to be honest, that's what I was gonna say also. Because I really feel the kilig whenever Gabriel calls Cairo baby, and especially at the
Maybe.
start, the first episodes. Like, see, like who's not gonna feel kilig when you hear that kind of babe?
This interview is making me Kilig.
Perfect.
Okay. So there's been this like big emergence of positive LGBTQ inclusive content in recent years from markets all across the world, and I love that this year like the Philippines is really like exploding with it. So I guess just what's it like to be part of this generation of media content creators where LGBTQ people don't have to be stereotypes or sidekicks. They can be fully realized characters. They can be the heroes of their own show, and they can be like the main characters. They're not like pushed to the side or just seen in like one split second. Who wants to start? Sorry.
Who wants to start?
Adrianna?
Yeah.
Go Queen.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Yes, Queen.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I would say that it's such an honor to be part of this amazing show. Like I said before, the storyline is amazing, and I'm happy that you guys are picking this up because that means that we're gonna have a wider reach, which is so amazing because a lot of people are gonna be educated, and it feels amazing that queers will have their own times, and now it's their own times.
The gays deserve it.
Right.
Period.
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 Yeah.
Ivan and Ash, I wanted to get your response, especially to that question, especially since you're like writing and directing.
Yeah, for me, it's an honor to actually be able to have this project and be the director of the show, of this genre, because I'm always thinking of my days growing up as a gay man that I wish I had this when I was younger, when I was growing up, when I was feeling confused, when I felt like I was wrong, that my whole being is a mistake, or feeling like that I don't belong. And if I had this show back in that time where I felt confused, it would have been, I guess, easier for me to accept myself because okay, now I know it's just normal. Now I know I'm not a disease. Now I know I'm not a mistake. So I'm thinking right now, since we're doing a show like this, I'm thinking of the kids who are watching this show, who are going to be more accepting of themselves, and I think that's the best feeling or reaction that we can get from the show, from our fans, from all over the world, is that they get to be more accepting of themselves, that they're not a mistake, that they're not a disease, that nothing is wrong with them. That nothing is wrong with them, and that is the best feeling for a director, to be able to communicate that message to younger people, or to just people in general who are still trying to figure out themselves and where they at in this world. So yeah, that's it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to do this show and get to be part of the whole message for our community.
I know.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel the same with Ivan. During when we streamed episode 8, I think I received a message from a mother that she suspects that her child or her son is gay, but she thinks that her son doesn't know how to communicate with her, and she also doesn't know how to talk to her son. So she said that when the series is finished, they're going to binge watch Gameboys every episode to send a message to her son that she accepts him, and it's her way of communicating. So looking back, I hope I also have that kind of experience when I was a child. Watching Pinoy soap operas, we have the gay representation was always the butt of the jokes, the laughing
Mhm.
stock during soap operas. It's not really not really the representation you want as a child. You don't want to be uh, to see this character and then, oh, if I grow up, people will just laugh at me, or this will be the kind of life that I will have. So I'm really happy that we made this series. This is especially for the young LGBT people.
Yeah. And you mentioned the mothers. I was going to ask this later, but I might as well bring it up now. I think one of the most impactful scenes of the entire series was when Cairo had the little heart to heart with his mom, and she told him uh, after his dad passed that they were talked about Cairo's queerness and how she said, "You don't have to apologize for who you are." And I think, especially I like when I was a little gay Filipino boy, seeing a Filipino mom tell her queer son that he doesn't have to hide. It's so emotional, and that was like a really like awesome moment for this show. So I just wanted to ask you, talk about like writing that emotional scene, and Elijah, how did you prepare for that, especially knowing, like you said, you've heard from fans that people watch the show and like see this as a way like to model their lives and like see what it's like to be queer and come out to people. A loaded question.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Writing episode 8 was very emotional for me. I thought I wasn't going to finish it. I actually cried for a good 15 to 30 minutes writing that scene before I was able to finish it, because when I wrote the scene with uh Cairo's mom, when Cairo came out, um the message of the mom was actually something that I really want to hear myself. I mean, I'm I did not come out. My mom instantly knew, but I wish that if I knew, this is something that I really want to hear from my mom, and that is why I don't know, when I was writing it, I just got emotional, and then I really cried for 15 to 30 minutes. I even messaged Ivan that, oh my God, I don't know if I'm just tired or exhausted or maybe emotional of this scene. And that's why I told him that I was so excited for you to read the script
Mhm.
because I really gave my all in this script.
Aw.
Um, uh, yeah. To be honest, I'm just blessed to because of Ash and our director Ivan, because the script was whole in itself. That scene was whole in itself. Um, uh, I saw Love Simon, and it reminds me of one scene from Love Simon.
Mhm.
And when I watched that scene, it really makes me emotional. And as an actor, it's my job to empathize, fully empathize with the characters that I portray. And the way it was written, it wasn't hard to empathize with Cairo, with everything that he's been through.
Mhm.
And Direct Ivan also told me that this is something that he wants to hear from his mom. And our director is really good at motivating actors. So before we took that scene, I was already emotional because I prepared for it. And it's just a privilege to do a scene like that, and know that young people watch it and know that nothing is wrong with them.
Mhm.
It really hits
Yeah.
home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
And
Yeah, I remember when I remember when I shot that scene, I was really bawling.
mhm.
I
Yeah,
was
he
talking to
wouldn't
them and
hear.
I was bawling. And then after we finished that scene, I continued
Yeah.
crying by myself.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned Love Simon too, because that when I saw Love Simon, that scene with his mom, I was in the theater like a baby, like out of, I was done for. So it was cute, and it gave me that same like vibes of like queer boys and their mamas. Love it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, next question is for Adriana. Pearl is a scene stealer, and every time she has something to say, it's freaking hilarious. And she's easily one of my favorite parts of the entire Game Boy series. And she's also very loving and supporting of Gavin Cairo, and she has a lot to say that is integral in the series, which is rare in a lot of BL shows. I feel like the women are like, they say like one thing or like they're only there to be a bitch. But Pearl is like a support system for Gavin Cairo. She's their cheerleader. And she's also hinting at her own queerness, which is like a 1-2 punch that I love that I haven't seen in other series. So I was wondering, like, can you talk about what it's like to play such a fun, charming, nuanced woman character in a BL series where there's still like so few of them?
Oh, well, it is beyond amazing. And I need to thank my director, Ivan Andrew Payawal, and my writer, Ash Malanum, our writer, because they're the ones who, Ash Malanum was the one who wrote Pearl, and that's his vision of how women support the queerness of other people, and which is so amazing because it made me realize that how Pearl supports other relationship is just full on, and like, she doesn't judge people and stuff like that, and she's like this ball of sunshine and always energetic and giving everyone what they want and what they want to feel. So it's amazing, and I'm honored that I was chosen to play Pearl.
And Ash, can you talk about writing Pearl and why you made it a point to like, highlight her queerness and like hint at it, and especially now that Pearl Next Door is going to be a thing. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I watched a few BL series from Thailand, Taiwan, and Korea, China, and some of the women representation in those series are not good.
Mhm.
The antagonists. They're usually the exes, and then uh, and uh, and I know a lot of people are upset about it. I'm also upset about it, and I just want to have a good woman representation in a BL series. I actually have my own Pearl in my life, who's very supportive of me, and I want to say love life, but I don't have love life.
Same sis.
Yeah, she's just supportive of me. Yeah. That's it. Well, I hope in the future I could also have Gab or Akai.
Mhm. I see it for you. But yeah, like every gay needs their bestie. So I love that. I love that.
Right.
So for the actors, how are you most like your characters and how are you least like your characters? We haven't heard from Coco in a while, so you start.
Baby, you go first. Baby, come on.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
Okay, baby. I guess. I guess there are like little similarities between me and Cairo. Cairo's like very agitated towards a lot of things. Usually, I tend to avoid being agitated or being aggressive or whatever. But I guess me and our similarities would be the fact that this is hard. This is hard.
Maybe I can reframe the question. What do you admire most about your characters?
There's that's easier. Thank you for that. But Cairo's really. I admire how Cairo opened up in the later episodes. Like eventually, he became open to Gabriel and open to his family, and he deserves that after everything that he's been through. And I admire that he's he's a rapper. He's a rapper in one of the scenes, and I'm just really proud of him. You know, I'm really proud of Cairo. He deserves everything that he has right now, and that's all.
Aw.
For me, I admire how Gabriel pursue on the things that he really wants, he really loves, and I think that's the thing that I really love.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Adrianna, what do you admire most about Pearl?
Oh, a lot. A lot, I'm telling you. I mean, she's always spot on. She doesn't she supports relationship as long as it's a healthy relationship. She takes no shit from other people. Am I allowed to say that? And then she keeps it real all the time. And she's just so energetic that her enthusiasm in life is so infectious that me in real life, I am an introvert, but I am like this because of Pearl. So yeah, I just admire Pearl. I love her. Yeah, you mentioned Pearl Next Door, and thank you for mentioning Pearl Next Door. I'm just so excited to like dig in.
I can't wait for that, Queen. Come on, Queen.
I thought about a similarity between me and Cairo. It's just the unhealthy diet. That's it. That's the passion for sweets, for Oreos, for
Chips.
junk food. That's me.
Same.
Oh, he's like that every meeting. He's like that every meeting.
So, obviously, a lot of queer Filipinos enjoy the series, but there's also a large portion of your fan base, and like in a lot of BLs too, of non-queer people, and for some people, like straight people, this might be like the first time they've ever seen like a queer relationship on screen. So, what do you hope like straight viewers take from the series, and what do you hope the straights? How do you hope the straights treat LGBTQ people going forward after they watch Gameboys? Even sorry.
No. I hope that straight people would see when they watch the show or any BL series or any queer entertainment. I hope they see that there's really no difference. When you see two both men, both women, or heterosexual love, or any relationship for that matter, that there is really no difference. Love is very universal. It has, I think, different languages that we understand as human beings. So I hope that they would get to see that and get to understand that regardless of gender or preferences, it doesn't really there's no difference at all. So I hope that they get to understand that and be open about it eventually. And I think it's starting. I hope it's starting. Because right now the BL genre can be a start because it's now entering mainstream media. So I hope that people are more accepting. And I receive messages from straight people that they love the show, that they like the show, and I think it's groundbreaking that, and it just proves that that regardless of whoever is on screen, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think and I hope that more people will be more understanding and more accepting.
I think that's the power that. Sorry.
No, go for it.
I think that's the power that Gameboys holds. Is that as much as there's a lot of things happening in the story, in its root, it's about two boys falling in love, and I think straight people need to move past their the discrimination that happens inside their heads, and that they just treat everybody as human beings, because there's no difference really, just like what our director said. There's really no difference between these stories and the other stories. It's the same thing.
Well put.
You're
Yeah.
Kilig.
Yeah. So for years now, the Filipino media portrayed gay people as happy people, um, the butt of jokes, something like that. But with Game Boys or with Pinoy BL series, I hope that they see that we struggle, and and I hope that the hetero people also see that just like them, we also deserve to fall in love. We also deserve to break our heart. And just like the hetero people, we also made very, very bad decisions in life. So I hope through this series, they see that there is a story that we are also normal people.
Mhm. Did you all ever think the show would have the reach it has? Because like I'm on YouTube, like watching stuff like that. Like there's like people from like other Asian countries, Europe, South America, America, like doing reaction videos to your shows. And I never thought in a million years I would ever see like white people reacting and watching a Filipino show. So like,
Right.
what was that? What's that like? And like, how crazy is that? That like people all over the world watch y'all.
Uh, well, nobody knew. I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't expect this kind of response from people from different countries.
Mhm.
Our main goal at the time when we shot episode 1 is that we just really need to provide good content. And I remember talking to my actors, messaging them that whatever happens, let's just pray. We did our best so that we can manage our expectations. Because our main goal is like well, for me personally, my main goal was that Filipinos can able to watch our show. I never thought in a million years that we would be able to reach outside the Philippines. Although I know there are subtitles, we provide English subtitles, but I mean, even in our own country, it's hard. It's hard to do a show and to get a response from people. And now we have a good reception from our country, and at the same time, people around the world. So we were all overwhelmed, and sometimes it still feels weird that it was able to blow up like this. Honestly, personally, I still feel like, because I'm just at home, so I don't feel like, is our show really a hit, or is it really successful? Because I'm not on Twitter. I just have Instagram, so I just I just rely on news that people send to me. So yeah.
And for the actors, what's it like? Like, have you who's like? Where's like the farthest place you've heard from like a fan, like either on social media or whatever? Like, did you ever think like you'd be talking to people from like I said, like America, like Brazil, like all these places where all the stands live?
Never. I mean, I guess I speak for everyone when I say that we never expected this kind of recognition from anybody from anywhere, because we're just passionate about telling stories. And you know what, I don't think that we didn't expect it to be this big, not because of the story. I think it's because of the medium. It's our process. Like, we didn't know how much people would want to watch a video call episode of two people video calling the whole episode. And that's the most amazing thing about Game Boys, the way it's written, the way it's done by our post-production team also. Like, it's a whole collaborative effort, and to think that we're such a small team, I'm so proud of this show. I'm really, really proud of this show. And yeah, like you said, Brazil, I don't know how we got to Brazil or wherever. Like, I don't even remember how many messages I've gotten from, like, I don't even understand the languages anymore.
Yeah, you always have to click the translate tweet. I do that all the time. Translate tweet, and it's like so mind blowing. It's so mind blowing, but at the same time, it's amazing because the reach that Game Boys had was like, it means that we can educate more people, and just take down all the biases that we've witnessed when we were young, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did not really expect this kind of attention. Like me, I am forced to study Spanish. Because, you know, we have a lot of Latin fans. So, like I always said, it feels surreal. Yeah.
Yes. So, Gameboys isn't the only queer Filipino series that's taking over the internet. There's other shows like In Between, Sacristan, Hello Stranger. I talked to them a couple days ago. They had such nice things to say about y'all. And coming soon, there's going to be My Day, and then Omondo, and then Pearl Next Door. So all these queer Filipino shows get to flourish at the same time as Gameboys. So what's it like knowing that there's so much queer Filipino content out there for viewers to feel enjoy and represented in, especially since like back in the old times, there can only be one gay show, one women's show, one black show. So what's that like?
Well, I think it's kind of revolutionary in a sense because at yeah, as you said, I mean, you only get like what one gay movie a year probably. You're lucky if you get 3,
Yeah.
and then and at this time everybody is telling this kind of story, and for some reason people are responding to it. And yeah, I think it's very revolutionary, and I'm so excited that people can get to see different stories from the LGBTQ community. And as I've said, I think it's a start for more people to understand and to be more accepting. So the more stories that we tell, the more people can can get a grasp of how similar or how the same love is from different walks of life.
Right. I think revolutionary is the right term, Direk.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful time to be alive, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that kids or whoever who don't feel accepted are finally represented on screen, and they finally get comfortable. They're encouraged to get comfortable with themselves and their whole personality. I think it's also like big for the artists who think that they finally have the freedom to tell these kinds of stories, to tell their stories, from artists from the LGBTQI community. Like they finally get to realize that telling their stories is accepted, and it's gonna be big and it's gonna be great. So people are encouraged to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's also going to be in the way that they want to tell their story, and not just sticking to a storyline that is forced.
Well, maybe one day, like all these queer shows can get together, queer Filipino shows can get together and be like a gay Avengers or something. I would love that.
World domination.
Yeah. And I guess just to wrap things up, what are your hopes for the futures of these characters? I know y'all are still filming some stuff, but maybe down the line, if there's like a possibility for more stuff. And what are your hopes in the greater scheme of things for the future of LGBTQ Filipino content? If everyone can answer this question.
For me, it's such an honor to be part of this kind of genre who inspires a lot of people around the world. And I think it's about time to hear the community louder. Yeah, gay rights.
Yeah, gay rights.
Right. Well, for me, I hope hope that it's not just a phase. I hope that just because this genre is in right now, and because it just clicked, and then everybody just wants to be in, to join the bandwagon because everybody watches it. I hope it won't go to that kind of effect that people just want to jump in because they want to be in, they want to be cool because because it's just trending. And I hope because of our show and the different shows that are coming out, it wouldn't be just a phase, that it's actually real, and that it's actually happening, and that we can continue doing more LGBTQ content that can be, as Elijah said, it can be normalized. So that's what I hope for our community, that we continue to tell stories, groundbreaking stories, so that people can be educated. I think that's a problem with our in the world now. It's because a lot of people are not really kind of educated in terms of the LGBTQ community. And I hope with shows like these, they eventually start learning, so that when they have their own kids, when they start a family, they would be able to handle these kinds of situations, and just be normal. I mean, it's just normal. I mean, well, right? So
Right. Preach, Direct. Preach.
Preach.
Second that.
And for the show, I hope that it's up to the fans actually if we're going to have a season 2. Right now, there are talks, but nothing really is sure yet. We're still finishing episodes 11 to 13, because right now we're on lockdown, so that's why we decided to postpone 11 to 13, because there are difficulties in terms of how are we going to shoot, and so we hope there's a season 2. So that's for the fans, and we're still planning for the movie, and then
Movie.
Game Boys movie, and then there's Pearl Next Door, which I'm directing as well. So I'm really excited about that, to explore the girls' love genre, and the girls, how they fall in love, how they create tension. I guess there are differences and similarities at the same time. So I'd like to explore that coming in Pearl Next Door.
Yes.
Oh,
Gay girl,
yeah.
stand up.
I know, right? I am doing a lot of research because I need to be educated in that area, and it's so nice, and can't wait to do it. But yeah, we're filming 11, 12. I'm like a kid down here. We're filming 11, 12, and 13 of Gameboys, and then Girl Next Door.
Any other parting thoughts, Ash, Elijah?
I'm still really mad at Ash for wanting to send Cairo to Bukidnon. That's my only hope. I hope he doesn't go to the province. I hope he stays together with Gav, because he deserves that. But yeah, I'm just really excited for the next couple of episodes, and for the movie, and for Pearl Next Door. I'm excited for all the other shows as well. I'm excited at this point of time where media will take this genre, will take these stories.
Don't worry, baby, I'll follow you.
Yes, please. But don't let me go. I mean, don't let Cairo go.
Let's see.
No.
But actually, as a fan of the show, I actually want Cairo and Gabriel to be happy. But as a storyteller,
let's make this happen, Ash. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen, Ash.
Period.
Well,
Please. You have the power.
well, I want to extend this series to more seasons, so I think we can still tell many stories. We can still explore many plots. So let's see. But I just want the best for the both of you. We'll see.
We're excited. We're excited to witness your geniusness.
Well, because you guys are great actors, and that
Wow.
inspires me to write many great scenes. I'm really confident every time I try to write complicated scenes, because I know you can pull it off with the guidance of Direct Ivan.
Right.
Okay. Before we wrap too, can I also get each one of you to say just gay rights, period, at the camera. One at a time, though. So
Wait.
who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay,
I remove my headset first.
go Queen.
Gay rights, period.
Gay rights. Period. Gay rights. Period.
Gay rights, period.
Gay rights, period.
Yay! Period.
Bulldog. Periodic table.
Okay. Thank you guys so much again for taking the time out to talk to me. It's been an
Oh,
honor.
thank you, Raffy. Thank you
And,
so much
Yeah,
for having
thank
us.
you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
speaking. I can't speak Tagalog. I can so thank you for speaking English. It's really a huge help. So I'm sorry, I'm a bad Filipino.
Oh my
But-
God.
I was
Ako naman yan.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say you're half Filipino?
no, I'm full Filipino. I was born in
You're full-
Manila.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I was born in Manila, but you can tell from the way I talk, I'm a California girl. I grew up here.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can understand Tagalog fully? No.
Yeah, because my parents talk all the time, so but there's a disconnect in my brain, so I can't speak.
Ayos. Panalo. Hindi naman po.
Marunong ka pala
Yeah.
mag-Tagalog eh.
Okay, sige. Isa pa. Isang round pa.
One more round.
Maybe one day I'll learn, but that day is not today. So thank you again. I know you guys are busy, so I'll let you get back to your day.
Thank you,
Raffy.
Raffy,
Thank
for
you.
having
Stay
us.
safe. Stay safe.
You too.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe always.
Bye.
Stay
Bye.
safe, bye.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye. Stay safe.